prostitution ba adaben? Is it part of our culture? Ebenade titru no ofuel child prostitution. Moframa was one who ra edwamane bom. Enye benyin nda no mo, skenye benyin nda no mo bibi. Moframa nkakrama a wondru baby a. Oya sefem. Are we building a society or we are buying a society? Nde yebeti nkomo wa ma be kwafo no baba cancer na yeti nkomo. Madam hotel maba as in crash sama bro na de won krate na abo na powder amo. Now you're running into the substantive issue that is child prostitution in Oye Ahanta West. Na mo make Facebook about like a comment and a share. Na etim na wa so no as wadwen che as aba offer no Oye cocoa pricing in na child prostitution or record wa Ahanta West. Me gidi de baby a hwehwen no no. Emu bi wo ho, etimi wo ho, experience bi wo ho. Baby a wo a child prostitution wo no. Ebetim na abokro ni din na you know ye kwana ye ba fado a ye boboa na ya penepemese bre ba menda mo hotel meba the show still continues na mom per EVV product ni bi EVV rice anapa ebobo emo it's locally organic long grain rice, you know, a rice porridge anapa breakfast per EVV emoni bi na amnia eji sugar kakra dia atu na awo no milk kakra wa pe milk na awo no milk kakra and pe milk so na normal a nya wo pan no light one be dey to nchen the breakfast is sorted obetem you wan kwa till be 2, you know, I pay mutu so a eji EVV long grain echu no kama ayen katem kwan kakra, you know, nkruma kakra de dem akope one local chicken maybe EVV chicken efia akoko ana no nso ye daw etwitwa na nkete steam ho kama ama moko na aza akom ginger no garlic na mo waton ewia eze egu nkatenkwan nam awo no the beef was on here but e kakra to ase na epia na kako kakra na salmon kakra o de dankwa no o mankwa na ye kama, you know, nkatenkwan no so ntropo de ma menhwe na etwuwa mutu kama na so bi papa ediba no ya akono de and Tuesday bo mo de no market na pe EVV ni bi na obobo ma yenda ya ho ye ba ya atu adwumedi no do
EVV foods bidi ade anim ado akuafo hene na meka sei si ye ba no emo ene akokọ nam a anunso odadia de magia tum na medi efi EVV foods EVV rice ye dua mo no Ghana he ya ye so ho Ghana he ya e local rice na anunso odadodo sanso na EVV chicken o my Ghana mo ya na ye nkokọ no ye kuo mo he ya na anunso no eye kama tisa party na wo ye abadin to anase wo pa bia kwakodi wo fie. And now when you share baby ase EVV foods.
For bulk purchases, call 0247-011935 or 0509-923399.
EVV foods, EVV nto, EVV foods, oya dodo, EVV foods, ina the daddy. EVV foods, bidi adi enim ado, ekuafo hine na meka sei. Si yeba no, emo ene akokọ nam a anunso odadia de magia tum na medi efi EVV foods EVV rice ye dua mo no Ghana he ya ye so ho Ghana he ya e local rice na anunso odadodo sanso na EVV chicken o my Ghana mo ya na ye nkokọ no ye kuo mo he ya na anunso no eye kama tisa party na wo ye abadin to anase wo pa bia kwakodi wo fie. And now when you share baby ase EVV foods.
For bulk purchases, call 0247-011935 or 0509-923399.
EVV foods, EVV nto, EVV foods, oya dodo, EVV foods, ina the daddy. EVV foods, bidi adi enim ado, ekuafo hine na meka sei. Si yeba no, emo ene akokonam a anunso odedia de magia tum na medi efi evivi foods evivi rice yedua mu no Ghana he ya yeso ho Ghana he ya e local rice na anunso odedodo sanso na evivi chicken.
All right, welcome back to Coastal Morning on West Coast TV. Me did there and pay abomodern area market ajiwe vivi. In that pay by yen share yen home crane yen two yen home for. E de bia no yedi nkomo e wa ha. But my American there in that pay de ye ba fa oye ye na futu sem na fia antafo homa nchichem etri enum ne nchichem awotwe more kan ye there. Don't fear failure. Fear being in the same place next year. Comfort zones slowly kill dreams. Don't fear failure. Fear being in the same place next year. Comfort zones slowly kills dreams. American there. Mama wakumentu there sebe baby amrukwe ebi wo a na wanka yeye ya mam ana there metiti. There be exam simple say eye. That's a 7-1 koye ya. A correct 2 mistakes. I'm at the same question. I be can ever father ever answer questions no. In your pasco bi shema or guide ye papa e wa brabom. In the school of life, when you are guided by the principles of history, you don't repeat mistakes which were made by our forefathers. These are some of the things that happens in the school of life. Nti yadze ba yedada sitem ne yede toto ho a eye wadwen bibi siweni do wakuma pondo a epeda ye but osande baby e wono ho to dadodo nti impede ebe move a step ahead osane there ebu amukona se wan ye ya mama edru ho a ebosua de ama next time move on a ebo hu kwana ebe fada ebe ko enyim na mmom erekono men fan hye wutim nso de itia ebosua ade nti enko na enko kankan abakosam na on shape no on guide na on shape enyin painful nti na fom ndin komo maame eye ne den na eboduru baby eboduri papa eye de rekota krade na wo abro na ekota krade na efa he eko kumase ahemfa na efa na ekodu kumase edu pra river no do a ebenzama na eye edana ekwa na anye no ebe na asem si. So this will be your guiding principles. Ama ekona ekoto nzama na osisi na entime na anye den mistakes na echima no waye no senka echima no one day to take that risk. How would we know the outcome? On the day I can, any animal be no de addition de or by ye papa. Said one fan chap. Satuane nasa akodeboro, minimum bokwen, bokume. Bohun kun so na nanu ma brezo. Bala ona bokun. Nika ke brumo bozuma dia. We are always at stage 1. Look at the way this conflict is eating into our national budget. But at the end of the day, we will all request for development. But a certain faction of Ghanaians are hindering our development. You see, sikana revenue na aban then sabakani nyina. A chunk of them okoko patantokwa. Okoko patantokwa. Inti ochine bi abano so abano intimate na ho na Ghana fu ye nkuku ye ho. Even then da abano nya 3 million Ghana cedis. Once we dey atem wo so. Wo ko. Ndem podo ha me do de NCC fu a. Tama mo former station. Was share conflict management and resolution I say no what church that time no na ahanta ha onye easy eja da senketenkete a ore ye wa der wo share adesua se rekon kakra ozinzama totonyama ho masa mama nka no kwarenchel na nka ha nko be ye hu pass ne boko but o sana de adesua kodo yete yen wa asenti nyama abrade ntonia mama kan anye de boko ekono wo je ya obe ye apeda no we sia eti mo twen tru de bo wunu ekono is ye foul meti mama kan la ke ye one modern mama okuno tu ka ke din aye de na say mistake ya mama okuno tu but sa for suma ngarebe sa for suma de na mfo me de ka kuma aware at your comfort e de ka kuma wo ka boa crying ni be Jesus Christ. He had all the powers in this world. Okay, no. Why should I sit there for a mere mortal? You know, human being that we both created to kill me. Why should I do that? But there was a reason. Asamana do ho crampo na mreko na makoye preaching no crampo no. Some kwana sabon some to abu no me. That means man be. But Jesus dared to go there to go and preach. You know, sometimes enya maybe no boboa. I miss a bicycle and a muchunti and the car mama means muchunti and shana there be cratchy. Jekar ne chu suanu chu ne chu obey na mmom rekwa suanu chu tell them American. Learn from your history, let it be your guiding principles. Suade na for kowenyim ma manfun guide no one shape so that you will not fail, because everybody know people are saying that kono titi no abakra na mmom ehu wona wa ye bi da no akon anim da na. Chairman, I assure you that you will not fail. Your West Coast TV. That's a Coastal Morning. And down pay by way of Cranchesem. In the Futusem. Na yedini na yedibesi brought to you by or ye FVV Foods. I want no what na was a brand. May that say the Erishan and down pay. Then mum a bitim. There's a messages na as a be as a faha. Ya kanina yazamo. And there ebedin komo ha de ubon krate no ni na aye krado ye bobo modern na ya bobo na pod na yezamo then ye wia na yeze oye the big interview no yeza bro and they na pay da wa America wo de ye NCC fo ye won bedin komo ha nkomo no mu ye rem ye papa child prostitution in a Hunter West ono so be me daben obey me daben on the question na Maribisa obey me daben for what the bra yendin komo wa ha yenhwe cocoa prices na ade baby a wa akodru aban na boshe o share no either the way dido and other way dido aban tama or promise yende obamayen oye 6,000 Ghana cedis no why due diligence ana it was a normal political rhetoric no ya ye ni bi ya kan ya na ya di tumi keke. But sometimes it breaks the trust that people have in government. Nti ebesre yendin komo na waso eze wadwenche eze aba quickly no menche no yebobo modern na yewem na yakofa de ubon crack nde mezin komo wa ha boko na makwa hwe the expose de ubon crack no nde ebe na asem na oraka ewo honom also government releases over 150 million leap grant for disbursement. Enye moda hono waka leap or livelihood empowerment. Wadre so oye sabe nwana wonyi bi wanasen the miskano wadre boa na wonso won ho ahenhan won awo akwan akro ana ebien osanda nsati nyina we onye pe na yerem deeper ye waze bi wo friend social protection leap aka ho social protection no ye nimpa no o da wa ba asase do ye Ghana ni o ho kwan de aban no obo no ho ban obo mozo no hwe the at least ne tibiem na nzama nkra na ebiem bi o se do nya basic social amenities to life o se do timi nya bibi kakra na odi ni nyina ho but nde atadwe ya tene de aban etime release 150 million Ghana cedis was the ama one day one check on the expose no so NBC Bernard Bedu and Solomon Asumedu face off for Akwatia by election on the big story odaho yanko share oye the Ghanaian Times the government increases cocoa prices reintroduce free fertilizer policy rolls out a scholarship for cocoa farmers water nye nsama odo Ghanaian Times nenyim nti wosaka Ghanaian Times na ebe ya full story ebe hu oye the finance minister nenyim wa ha honorable Cassiel Ato forcing nenyim dahaye papa abranti de wabin you know the guy urban financer don't go there you know but this time around me whom we see na yo papa pay enyim haya so say 410 million Ghana cedis earmarked for youth programs ebohun Pablo nenyim wa ha nyo nenyim da haye papa ono so our Ghanaian Times nti won saka Ghanaian Times na ebohun wa yanko hwe graphic business what's a lending rate drop this week lending rate drop this week no chede amanfo wobosia wobo ewo oye ankrankro sikakrabia no do atso on sabaka story no page 3 na waso etim na akankan bi wo ma yenkone yenkohwe the insight I say Ekufuado under fire. That is a Rosters bauxite deal cancellation. And also Dahana, another story was President Mahama leads African Health Sovereignty Summit today. Ano ninyina ada the insight name. Osaka the insight na story no ebetim na in your detail no yankoshe opabene the Daily Graphic also government activate two flagships that is Ejuma Wura apprenticeship programs receive over 230,000 application ebohu oye George Opare Ado ono nenim ewa hanum ono dodo na abonamra ne Pablo actually name as well cocoa prices raised to 51,660 ton ono na odahade no Namarasona GS to dismiss supervisors and vigilators caught in exam malpractice. So adaha Valley View UCC UEW qualifies for TBSC semi-finals. Ningina adaha the Hawk newspaper and also AU crowns Eric Opoku as Africa's Agenda 2063 envoy. Diplomatic Medal of Merit awarded for transforming food system across Africa. Ono the Hawk newspaper and once can ebenye bina akankan wo ho. It's a mentia pulled strings to free me. Paul Adumotre ne issue na obeya we inviting OSP no would detain na kakra na ono more chene de mentia wodin komo ma wotim na ujaye no share the Daily Times. The Daily Times says Mohammed's government manipulates cocoa pricing. Farmers lost 6,000 Ghana cedis per bag under NDC's false numbers. Nana Moses no oze the mensemi oze be share page 3 once back a whole story no our fast track e-visa now Mahama orders ministry to act. E-visa no so be ankoboboa electronic visa application you know echo online na papa e can be atoma ewia that was say to can visa online like I think ankoboboa pa cocoa price shoots to $5,040. Bahama delivers 70% FOB promise. Cocoa farmers wana swimmer said oh yeah easy ma wana na wa fandama the catalyst name one catalyst is tasty tomato mix pulled from shelves over safety concerns and order the catalyst name one on try be an Food and Drugs Authority what about to the tasty tom you know one kind of what father why one nzama no no mu ye wrong kakra because why a tomato paste na what dey si one dara no e be one the tomato paste one more pay but as in kotin in what guma tomato paste one or pay no the one common one also 21 distributors 6 batches and expiry dates named in our Chachu Tikata celebrate 50 years at the bar. Oh Charlie say me salute to her such a remarkable feat only easy. Chachu has paid his dues. The learned man Wabinye Papa. Chachu is a great man and a colossus in the law fraternity. Most of the times, on a benchmark. If you are a lawyer, most lawyers use Chachu as their benchmark because Charlie, the man has really paid his dues. 50 years at the bar. Tama Oko school, I think he attended Mfantipem. Oko Mfantipem no 9 years. 9 years so no admission to Kwabuke Charlie. I'm have been so we should I said you celebrate one 9 years Kwabuke only easy Chachu I mean sure 50 years now also the coal price increased to 5,000 per ton. Minister detailed road project and future plan. Minister multi-choice clash over high DSTV prices. Personally, Pinano, but ni nareka cocoa prices once. Quickly, share the Daily Guide. The Daily Guide is a police recover 43 stolen luxury vehicles. I think some papa immigration officers murder. CID retrieves blood-stained fufu pistol. Hey, actually, fufu joma. And what the bar bent here? Hey, some nipa. You can't compare baby abedi and then be then and now. Abuda Swedro SHS 25 students suspended over same-sex proposal. Hey. Actually, now go Daily Guide ni bina. I think story no page 6. Na kinkana ebo the whole story. In some sisi wa man kron Ghana mo ha papa. Embo modern say yankopon na mbe me dia obey de na me. Na mom no adesuade na de bia maka na yembo modern na yensuade na oboboyen. The Daily Searchlight I say I have not and never been arrested. That is Osia dear your doctor from Pond Manson the 4th of King of Achimkotoku State. Also one channel story called the Daily Searchlight onsa back story election 2028 don't contest Baumia if you want victory claims party elders story page 2 and although they shouldn't contest Baumia okay our obiara or no preference na question dodo na we be Samsung there egwa no onye obi ne fie egwa egwa twa wo prepare ho nti obi a o pepada no so bekwa akopre na wa pe egwa ne bi no onkonko pre no mpe bi egwa no onye obakofo ne fie egwa na mbom wonder papa no nyuma pa ori ye di ono na one tan but me in control be there mo be around contest no. To me it's a no for me. The man is a good man, he's a gentleman doing marvelously well. People look up to him. Waben so one ton nza mapori here, but when you tell somebody not to contest the man as if egwa no you be egwa, it's a no. A been so project what candidate one zama power here what's what why don't you do same? Martin na wanya dem yemko share the chronicle na yemfa oye de obon krate no na podo yemfa insi also that Lumba deserves state burial Baumia oya some the legendary Dad Lumba. So confusion galore at NPP headquarters. Acting chair allegedly sidelined treasurer, reportedly petitions National Executive Council. The acting chairman Karen Lemdon and chairman Bute for the NPP. No, I one first vice chairman. Now, some more Boban there was sideline the national treasurer and over, one or two issues. Now on the Chronicle, now there's also landowner sues TDC MD over alleged takeover of land. Yes, the Ubonka Tena Port no. Yes, the basi wa ha stories not dorsum, but stories ni no. It's talking about the cocoa prices and ma orisi ewo oho. I don't wanna say that was penny na yabobo de Ubonka Tena na port 7 minutes after 11. Yabobo Martin na ye rim na yakọ jabrafo one nkrato ye ba. Yes, the big interview, yes, abro, I was Jumedo, and my friend got on down Dara. A Coastal Morning on West Coast TV, meeting the Benjamin Kobe Arthur.
Every foods. Bidi adi enim ado, ekuafo hine na meka say. Si ebano, emo, eni akokonam anusu dedia. Die magia tum na midi, efi, every foods. Every rice, ye dua mono wa Ghana heya. Ye so ho wa Ghana heya, local rice, na anusu dedodo. Sanso na every chicken. O my Ghana mo heya na ye nkokɔ no, ye kuo mo heya, na anusu no kama. This party na woye abadin to anase wo pa bia kwakodi wo fie and now when you hwe bia se every foods.
For bulk purchases, call 0247-011935 or 0509-923399.
Every foods, every foods, oye.
Alright, welcome back to Coastal Morning on West Coast TV. Anape yendin komo ewa ha yebo rem na Auntie Fosti my guest yebedin komo NCC for na cancer. Quickly no mamonko Facebook na me acknowledge wanna worry share no Edmond Bright Yankee anape Michio papa or baby I want the Mara so and Margaret Mensa. So good morning to you guys. Margaret anape Michio papa ewo baby ewo erishare and anape waso betimina abado na yedin komo as a wo oye views and our concerns betim na ezafa na ya twetwe nkomo ano ewa ha quickly no nde anape yeboko na yedin komo na nkomo twetwe no ebe hyase na yebisa oya call question situation and causes na reporter or about child prostitution across Ahanta West, especially in towns like Aguna Princess Town, this go Apoa Abrawa Menya and say the pin baba kan ebisa the factors fueling this trend. Now what role does the influence of foreign sex workers and we play on this issue? Now ya corona editing komo ha so e wadwin chebia e Facebook West Coast TV a ebetim na is aba quickly mamonko Auntie Faustina na mama no akwaba madodo na was a friend Madam Faustina Cranting NCC director for Ahanta West. Auntie Faustina mama wachi apone
Naminado.
Ishe so ache
Papa
ibi aboko
Naminado ibi aboko.
Another I am there information on bantem but quickly obey na or I just think about us no bo pay mu ha the way our ahofama no do de abibiara no oboboa na yɛdze nzama tutuye na yɛtimi ya kyekye yɛn ho ama yɛwie mfiri no ono one thing oma my pianti Faustina sempa papa Auntie Fausti hi West Coast TV yada se de aba
maso and pay me fa konje do me hwa wana wo hwe hin na ono so bia we ya wo tie hin na me mo bibia achi now I'm under the management of WestCoast TV opportunity whether I'm a National Commission for Civic Education. Sure. The yen mandate that would educate citizenry. At least through money media no so kakaya no so no go forward tanu pay Ethiopia him full. I wash him mean that for being washing it. Been so later wash it until years in can you show one. Na years in that so you can say I'm one day sabi what je hen wa hunter asase do no years in dwuma. Yet me yakoyeba. Okay. Ethiopia.
All right. Auntie Fausti medase. Auntie Fausti orba no oya na nkote no be oba the commander. David Dinechi wokono na ma koma na kwa aba na we introduce no. Eja. Papa. Mama wa chimbiom. Meja se wonje ma hene wa. Yeah, hene wa. Na mpone. Yamuna. Eja, the message the bobo mo na introduce yourself na. Yes, ama oya ye na ahwefo na ye na etifo.
Midiane Peter Ba.
Okay.
No NCC Hunter West.
Okay.
Programs officer.
Okay. Okay. All right. Our friend Mr. Peter Ba, our NCC Hunter West. Oh no, and our programs officer. Oh, Auntie Fausti unjani chikra okobia na no soldier on na ma. Quickly, mama kona. Minkodi nkomo na mini Auntie Fausti. Auntie Fausti, oya na work child prostitution nasa children.
The one thing this topic and the peculiar to a Hunter West and the municipal at large. In Yaza they be a new park the first gentleman of the land, which is the MC.
Oh, okay.
Then the coordinating director, Madam Akosia Amote. I'm there. One number one.
Sure.
Don't you know more kodo? It's why I do share Zama the assembly.
Okay.
Since the coordinating at an ABC, so you Bruno Nama and any musician. So he offered to the Bayadenti and the committee by the MPCU, Municipal Planning Committee. I urged Hunter no a mate and Quentina. It is a no. There are no so who there as a committee and they be as a hunter made me aye because Yanni Bessie and Ban. A corner one am do. In Yazozi is a papa paper brat one datching. And then Yazo say Bisha, Obon a hunter. Akunini.
Sure.
It's of former committee be NCC come. You turn no more kakra. Na Zayon when you know. In fact, no, I have suffered kakra. Some of the things are young who do record when be bono. As a result of that, no, there's the need. As the mandate of the National Commission for Civic Education, we should educate the citizenry.
Okay.
But that's why at least young born day because in church kakran. Obotuma aboa ma wa yenti but see yabaka ye kan what is a child prostitution. In the first place, one anya abofraba.
Okay.
Ye kan abofraba. You know we have the Children's Act.
Okay.
Our bomb from one ho ba. The Children Act also derived from the 1992 Constitution.
Okay.
I will talk about the rights of the children, which the Fundamental Human Rights, chapter 5, article 28, which talks about the rights of the children.
Okay.
And to know one we derive the rights of the children with the children at other but the issue Constitution is abofraba. No bambo ho. Until is obia onzi from 0 up to 18 years. Constitution window abofraba.
Okay.
Then the Children's Act wasn't just go above the me pacono ban. Nyamo only there abofrano wasn't film.
Okay.
Nyamo only there we deprive abofrano so film.
Okay.
Children's Act no zinina de go konim. Then Children's Act no mu na abon ma yehu there say yaro bom fo mo ho ban abofraba yaro bon ho ban when you means us all the municipal districts in the metropolitan has the right to take the or what they will put the Mofoman who no right as the one of the paramount over shade Mofon won men saying woman one kotachema on kiti jumebia on your day way
Okay.
It is say Yaraka that Bofraba Ninia on the 18 years it is so be on the 18 years now I venture into Mpamunkete Wiza, which is the prostitution now. Let's say the Otiamra.
Or trade is sex for money.
The sex no. Branded mahokwan.
Sure.
In actual fact, prostitution and kasampono is not legalized in Ghana.
Sure.
Ghana one gin too. There ye be the me base brand. There ye the back fight 20 60 years, 40 years, 20 years. 30 years mpona ye besia the buy dead be wedwuma yan jintu
Okay.
Nkantama child above 18 years but venture into that prostitution into yaka the child prostitution ni above ba only 18 years and above no all year sex zero jessica but they say in other way in posere compa obi baka so de abofram the 60 years wa abrenufu wa oginado ankasa na me ma papa bi eja was ma ba edwumaye na menye edwuma me manfa me yiramba na ma betena fie bi na me ngo de me fie rei ne be anu de abofro ti fie mu enye be anu do te community mu enwo de no wesisi duye. But on the 18th, not say Mubora, Nama Penton, Nama Fanny, oh, my funny girlfriend, Cramp Otiambra. Since I've been finding the 18 years, the Vivacano knows that I'm asking the Pempona Wajatuma. Constitution and the Children's Act, and us Abufano, he doesn't decide for him or herself.
Okay.
Always, and the Biaran is done by the parents or the community. Stakeholders in the woody side or the man. It's no Sabofano and the one and everyone will come when you're 18 years. When you're 18 years, let's say, catcher in the day. Oh, ya me feel, me pel, tie and above from your mamma. Nay, Nazi, Namayene Shaho, Mayene Zimpom, Katamuzi, Mayene Nazana Atombra on net no canado. Sabofano put G to Mumpa on net number there by a day because. In actual fact, and it's LG to area, and definitely no. It means that you're going to remit that abufan. It's a way there, and you're not better.
Okay.
Never many scattered your girlfriend because I don't think there. But you many people a girlfriend or you can them sex. And you based in Pamuketawazi.
For sure.
Until it's abufan in the 18 years. It's also fall part into that prostitution.
For you TV no cause it's alarming.
Yes.
Quickly no mabonko oye programs manager hona bonko na bonko bisano from the standpoint of view, what factors are fueling this trend eba Hunter West you know to them anti-fosti wa body anti-fosti reche abofraba na reche child prostitution ankasa no mote na you be said ebenenzama no fuel them child prostitution ewo Hunter West to be precise.
Hunter West the influx of the rise of them child prostitution factors no doso near edimu etichu lack of parental control. In fact, parental guidance are anyhow.
Okay.
Them say adiba kwa ye hu ni say awofo no yentimi exert ye proper control e wo ye mofra no so. E ba ne sana abofra no onu nso ohun ye manema ne nanfofo ya na ne fa e push no into so on so onko try bi ebi ye education.
Okay.
Lack of education. Them say mo free ye nya akwenya say ye ko school ye sua de na ye hu some prostitution, the negative effects, the effects therein. Now, especially the negative effects now. Young Kuremu, it's say NCC, eco schools, the education. Now, omunya akwenya omu schools no. Ye chromo say this and that are the effects of prostitution. So don't go into it.
Okay.
I mean, you know, say my friend be one na omunya akwenya to education. It means say omu nia course omu nia nti eni say omu de omu ewremu. Ebi ye urbanization.
Oh, okay.
Ye ka say krobiara enyini. Krobiara ejumasem ebe mu kronu etumpon kronu enyini no. One of the byproducts sadly is say obi beba kronim worker on fa nere mba
Sure.
na wan fa nere amba wan fa nikunu amba na sebe sa we so no eka nipa ye hia no hu bi enu nti no obi wan fa ne ho kani amba no ya na ekohia se sometimes no chere ne kakra na akwahwehwe brothel ichi akwaye omo bo sa brave. So ikrono etu ponkrono enyini no. That is one of the byproducts ediba. So sabe em say abrana aguna nkwanta ye nyini ye nye kese no. Na sa menese sa assembly it wasn't rampant here. But krono enyini awofo ebe mu single say some of these things are bound to come in. Okay. Then there's influx of foreigners. In this case, no, man them hadum there. Our fona omudesa jumedie eba no, and also eka ho. Bibi na na yebo alata for. But we shop hunter west yebo de yeben. Could you was sne alatampo? And it's no found to alata phone kwa. Let me say other foreigners no so no come. Okay. Ye more friends na bebre na so no greed. Wo nyini ye. But niema mpenifo ye no niema mpenifo okuta no. Upese okite bi. Ye more frank kiti that is one of the challenges. Now saying the young girls need omo first top priority your phone, and it's even an iPhone, not just any ordinary phone. They want iPhones. They want iPhones, and some of these things, you know. So I want needs no more. They say we need to sell more pen. It means that they will have to sacrifice certain things.
Yeah.
Sometimes going into prostitution in order to get it. You know. Cause it's not a dozen, but NCC Yeko Apro no. These are some of the ones that we've come across. And I also can say unemployment. Not that it can say unemployment. In fact, unemployment is a major cause of it. But the Yeko Apro, I can say a hunter West Hanum no. Meaning say unemployment for your mofranu to because of that for them to engage in prostitution. And mejuma waha. Ejuma bebre wa hunter West. Say your mofranu pese omo ya ombetumi a legit business. But unemployment a major cause of it. Unemployment is so account ama incredible area into prostitution. Yeah. So these are just some of
okay, all right. Madam, open my quantity for still so will be all about to do na you remember just say or other questions, you know. You didn't come on and discussing now.
The other ones is able to me with regards to that prostitution, what actually brings about poverty so come.
Okay.
Poverty is also part of that prostitution and young form was on because parents be home when you be due to they be a parent on one in our unemployed, they are not doing anything but one back be the wage at the end of the day no bo push na ba no zina ma benyini bi another wa hwede abofa no so botum akọ na wa hede wa ba no zi bibi da ba me Peter ka the lack of that parental control it's also part in the sense that parents be your hormone no na ontum mba na ba no do na be hormone so kra na parents na nkasa no na we live abofa no into that pempian is akọ just because the esi mansa neba Felicity okita iPhone obefie zinyama ba but awo zwa bale awo za wana ya wadwen de fashion befie meta na eti
ya mompo eni
enyi bi na ifie susu enye because them esi mansa yo hwe Felicity no one mama on oh no the thing bia once akon no they are well off but mama ni nyedwuma papa ni nyedwuma but one ba no na enwubro okono zeba nti why not that was shine then enko na eyiye ni fidem eyinu mu bom dem eyiye ya yewo mi nti poverty otum liu ebusua emma was one ba was one year nyeme bi onye there why you push one ma woko then the other one was is the peer pressure.
Okay.
It's also part of Morocco. Then there.
I don't think, but Monchawano, South American poverty. Obi wo hwa wo no nina onieja. Nso osumesi wetime titia trotro no mwem. Wa kwa kodu lada. Wa pra akweni mande besiabe wetime ababe that for society. Amount from push na wa one and away just as I think that shouldn't be an excuse.
That's what I'm saying there. Obi na na nature abofo be wo hormone ma bibi enyi hormone ma obisa one farm man. But
peer
pressure.
Okay.
When we there ni nyankwi ohyada materi ni nyankwi oyedam ni nyankwi kitamayi na ni nyankon the way ya carry itself na so pede of fadam kwan no do bi na oye
sorry baby
nti me nyankwi kaye onya damazi hwe ayen nti dam da ma so me yeden mo koma koye bi na me nyam gidi dam so mo kwa me nya dam hawo ni bi
okay
nti na out of curiosity so my former so what more opeda what test na what shadow out of curiosity
okay one na no aso ni dem
nti okosare pe na wake that's the only thing wama this origin sim because yarisha ahanta west ndam na initial America no dem na ma no nyi ho but then yen mo former na what come out no they are in such a way the foreigners na and then the urbanization on the Nigeria the Cote d'Ivoire the Togolese na they are for coming to Ghana warrior na me na dey na the only way of life will lead that has also compelled a hunter of man that wants to there when you want because this mafama when you want to ban they are age
what age mate
so there's so to me jinamp what do
yeah
ono to me share ataratet aba ma otumo konoba am ya ma mi krona ya ma me de na ma muntu me hye bia muntu me nye bia nti based upon za when you ne based upon za what experience no oh de me kaye oya so ana wa so de mo aka wo that has also brought that a child prostitution majority in a hunter west on here in the district capital yango timpo
oh baby
baby
and you see but the influx of this foreign sex workers particularly alantafo no our babogumi you know the normalization or expansion of the commercial sex trade in a hunter west are there loopholes in our borders and are there ebe kwanana the monkofi wa fada waiting na wa infiltrate into a hunter west we influence ya na mofama no
the only thing I'm saying the Ghana here no borders nangasa na ewu some are guided by the sex and the immigration and na yes here borders na majority of anybody singing in they are not there for this. I want to guide here. No, they are not. You know, initially I think 5 years ago, then the NCC were embarking on that violent extremism.
Yeah.
When the Boko Haram and other stuff started. So our borders was a
bit tight.
Tight with regards to them area.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of sex issue.
Okay.
And I think it's the same. We are in the borders, just for them tourists now about Romuno.
Okay.
Them wanna why who some
terrorists,
but not necessarily there. Obi rubber and bother you with them they don't look at that. And aside that, nobody so more there are other routes it's not approved routes.
Okay.
But they're able to come to Ghana. Some are also from the Côte d'Ivoire. They normally come through the sea. I want to go for one or they came in is a way of they be our bay apple. But it may interest you to know that immediately I wanted a muffman wall extra to when you want to they tell them that Yabaha, Ghana had they know a Juma Waha, a Baham, especially the hunter was about to do web stores, baby, had it. It's all by a shop attendants, another be a bay aginazi. But up the story turns in a different way. One of you want to fight the right route when you want to be. It been one of fight because actually any Togo, Nigeria for one and no badano. Meaning that Ghana for. If you are home on my Togo, no about Ghana.
Yeah.
Such a person, if it's a legal road, put on Namana or Cocogola, something you know, on check it. But into knowing though, or be a robber, the main identity or robber. Normal way, and Uncasan Wabe, the name Waba, Uboga, another Wabe in our you're born here, find him a Burkina. Is the same thing. There is a router of what migrate to Ghana with that passing through the actual routing. No, I be into Waba, warrior one there. Nobody question them.
Sure.
Because they have really entered a manum. And no more a year or some pony can say there's some of woman was one robber. From Yenesi singing a cantor against Kakama in a day. But for me, about the what two wire in there. So was one rubber pay. Now, Wama, waiting so.
Yeah, no, I just won't be.
Maybe that's as cost there, Mofomano, they can't refrain from it. In Nigeria, for one day, now one day, I want to enter Côte d'Ivoire for enter. When they, as a wabano, they are here for a purpose.
Obey Juma.
Or Pesca. In not to the scale of a park on Umpono. It's not for them. You know, they have
one agent. And there is a huge money on their head. Unless you are able to pay that amount. And sana a bedroom at your wow.
Intin Abofano. Oria. Eh, I want me a Nemuchiamako. No, my head. My jamu into that has make the thing rampart ye be was say on quoted any road. There's no way about to make a original.
I think was in Munchawan, I think last year there about issue BC or Princess Town. Na ye did in same nature about Odu baby na why the kuna there ya baby. Mami be na odzema from ano on one fee ala tambe no on one ba Princess Town. No you worry but one can't show that they made you me na erba pay. On you wanna bogo. But a friend so you more ye no on any yem to pay up a kwana widen we kwan. Eja mrante be ya woko ho ya bia na obi ko na aketisia no osusu ho kire no o swin na de or panacho eyin adwuma wo ke do re ba no aba baye anga so ba pesca gakra na o de akotu no school do na wa boywe ne dem nti osre osumesi no so betim na wa boa na nka wetim na wa den we yi na fi dem tibia nam I don't know tell me so I wouldn't so and also the one when you want bano kita other supernatural powers with sabedio a brand you repay ana mami fra brand no so nyim no di no agora baby or kono ndru na isum atono kwanam. I was like, really? My you ma nya number bia oya obi ko ho a wo kwa na that particular lady na you know what opt for the service when you need in common na dey but baby na ade no ko no na nenu enya nti ma me no mpam da we ji that particular lady we ji na ifio when you no ko
different place
e bia for anti for say obana dama whom do we run to? One near Kono Kobana, need a baby de Rokodoa, na your best say, one boa, na ye Osumesi feed a madim.
That's it. And when it comes to the foreigners in those institutions which is in charge is the immigration.
Okay.
Because I want to now watch one passport some before we able to my best settle any a foreign country beyond.
Okay.
You need to have that your
Document,
passport
yeah.
and what document. But aside that, the one document in Ankasa no passport it renews every I think it's a 6 months or 1 year.
Yeah.
They are supposed to renew with the a. Enti to be what I make Jina bill numa. You able to make your nephew.
Okay.
So you're foreigner through the immigration service.
Okay.
When we report to them, because I want when you want is in Kitano.
Sure.
Dami ma mena eke there, opay na obey na. He's a foreigner.
Yeah.
And the immigration service department know that they do know.
Okay.
It is a report that's Pokone Zimma immigration. The immigration officers will go there.
Okay.
Integrate it at the end of the that will bring the abofrano up there offer them a whole woman what two wajin if you ma meaning say because if there's immigration officers and work not some many prove difficulty the woman will be obasan I return back to the immigration for are supposed to do that now say up and there or your gun ni another hunting was in vacation that's a baby so able to me abua is the first thing. I know that's the police and the social welfare. Okay. Because the social welfare is there for the children and the vulnerables. Intini say, "Oh, banade is one look at the screen either." More question Tara was she? It be one money pe. Into such a person was enough famous or report Zimmo. So you're gunning immediately no confining one of the police. Okay. No one to interrogate. No one to abufrani fee. My meaning say wasn't my social welfare because abufrani BRO or gun only 18 years is the state property. Sure. Until you need to be protected. It is a watch and I was my social welfare for ma mino wa into no econo wadi me fando ne brako nyina fando. Okay. Saving at one will be sabufrano. Na so nya ne maami ankasa no lean into that. Then no wajen wa nyina ma ne maami ankasa. Sene maami ankasa so no lean into that na abufrano mpa. Obaje abufrano efi maami ni se. Zenako social welfare of one. We have some of the children's home aban obwa some of the NGOs wobwa wo hwehwe no from wonyi ekamafo wonyi ahwefo enti sadam abofra no obotum ya genefi dam ehono by way of the state ebefa obo report them to police then the police will go there interrogate now what job abofra is now social welfare enti it is a circle. Okay. Through the immigration then foreigners now so crampo no watch it na what job na was in a bepa social welfare and sana why no document baby was trying to process why then was na akọ back to baby a ofi na mama no was na from brakwan. Okay. Okay. All right, auntie for steamer that say quickly no mama nko na enkodi nkomo menye oye programs manager yenhwe da issue I think initially time na Arabo, you know, tell America no or places are no. But you know, say there, if you home pa,
community elders be wonyim the osumesi free wa ha ma wonya mfaso kakra ifieru anum bi ba owners bi ewa wo hyehyekyi na wo teach na wo accommodate one manza nyina no okodo ewa ha maybe say what level of community complicity are we dealing with?
It looks as though complicity being said
those involved,
town, your citizenry, like I say, I don't know, yeah, to Munisa.
Sure.
Now, it is steadily rising. I say, guso kosro. Ibiana enyendu to the boiling point, but sure. It is steadily rising. In that, na yehu. I say community ni yehu ni koso, but yen to me kasentia.
Sure. I share screen on the
small girl.
Oh.
So ye maintain my yet here. Steadily ye complaints from citizens say me who say bibi say ye bibi ba bi say ewa ha enu nti no ebia mumbehwe ana monka ho asem and that those complaints no doorso. So judging from the number of complaints ayenyan ye who say okay communities no ye ho a kosa ne manema wem no increase eba ena ye hunu so say landlords say say wedding kan aka no landlords ni bebre na so no they give their houses for rent to these people. They know perfectly well if you na nipa ni ba bejem po de woni ejuma kwa ode ye but year in year out bia oba beje increment and now year renewals no you would know say me fee ya media mahan this is jumedie kwa koso. So and our community is like those landlords also they don't really seem to care.
Okay.
Because anka nipa no efane ho a bia anka after a year and after some months we won't say obrawe now they mid dino airborne or bench dine if you say but we don't care about that. These children more from and even the foreigners now we see them in the communities. We meet them in the towns. From roundabout to market you will meet them or the way they dress and it's like interacting normally. There's nothing wrong. It seems young community we see nothing wrong with it. So we mingle with them, we work with them. Baby there's nothing like say yeah frowning on Jumedia or Mudino. There's nothing like that. So the community is really complicit. It's like community now as a sorry and I don't know see that is it.
Okay. All right. My men call Auntie Faustina so the Kakraba Tadra yeah share NCC from Warrior and how you're planning to do.
With regards to Moroccan community, the bars the landlords nankasa and there is here no Kobe Akanta was a hankasa. The pedana hair, no bonintu. I didn't papa, but just because this a drama worries in Sika Winyan, it's they give the landlords huge sums of money. Our ordinary worker into Muntia a month.
Yeah, some
into the landlords are also factor to rate the on madam Dumezi or record in a sense the word is say tenants and no be waba no wabe not by shoddy now a man it's over to me chase kakasama na or the man it's in a waji. Usually the other ones like the one I in some bar sports in majority of these young girls say they use them as what first point of contact for their customers.
Okay.
E hono na mo forman be samba na wo bodem brace brand prostitute no But one day they are always around that area, sitting in the spots, waiting for being for Baba. Ebo we reach man pon we bo so mu. Then he was drawing you to the bar. One spot. Into once we use them base brand fun. Na hwe be wo krampo na. Ne spot in nche no na asase wo de man wait in the spot. Na wa bobo curious. Prawo ni kakaba na kakama. And we fan what
cubicles
getting but one watch no where you know what's it time near short into what's short term
okay
short term into no abana button so won ko teze na e short term a enyanze enyeru paper do bi mpo ewu
okay
ba ni nche no wana no na twa short term when you die we twa short term na eden eko so these are some of the things community you know you na ye to nsa ye boa mazen oraka ya jacho
it's revealing
because community why is short kakano ka plywood o enye edana nka sample
wow
plywood ka ka kokko iza no sepede ya match echi match me no e wa ka fo
okay
onye chiro one about na hantama na chiro ka ka e mo cubis ka bi hantama na chiro no e with the sports they short in
repeat
TV na match one ka nti e mo hu there why the short na small girls nti ne could be point me the maga bi nyu the cruising komo mana na asema kan there ono no maame no onye ne bear no also pedo yi ni film na maame no onye ne bear no se da o tiro tie de miska ni wi ansan na nti I want to put one home na che there what boa my sport and so na what the way what do tan one nsa because anyim da mokọ wa menya short term me twa mokọ so menya nsa na ma twa you would normally go there
okay all right answer for Steve Bisa, what has the NCCA done or is planning to do to sensitize vulnerable girls and the general public about the dangers of child prostitution, trafficking and exploitation?
The NCCA, we are always doing the education, and as part of any mandate, I am a man for what is good. Always we plan. Yeah, go schools. Peter Kane. Yeah. We normally go to schools. We never go to radio, and we never go to communities.
Okay.
We educate them. But this is our plan. As this now, the assembly has got to know that what they were educating. Okay. So now they are joining hands with the NCC, the immigration service, the police, the health, because the nuisance and or your health aspect yambado or your azikasi. Until the NCC is also planning with this institution. They about continue the education. When yema opportunity no ma wohum za waya nenson shandon obaba, especially with the health aspect no. We are planning with the other institutions, but notwithstanding young there ye gudu ye kan radio stations. Yeah, communities here, Robodo. Opportunity beyond you good. Yeah, this is our plan there. Yeah, Papa, near to me, I care for this menace now, or no, but you know a hunter was able to make if you ma a hunter, at least in the way clean, free of prostitute, child prostitute.
Okay. All right, Auntie for Steve, that's I'm called programs manager. Say or the kakra better to aname bisa no, how is the commission collaborating with law enforcement, immigration and traditional authorities to address both the local and foreign layers of this problem?
Madam Akano, education there, so in fact this quarter ampono eka NCC ye jumedia it was a ye di nationwide NCC it say we have to talk on child prostitution, child trafficking, child labor no eka ho it's nationwide no ye na yasade a ye tu ho anamon na most of madam I didn't can be ye collaborating with the police, with the immigration, and this time around assembly so no a hunter was an assembly edin who agim we who say a very big issue I was say tackle and ye ni omo a be so
how are you doing it?
Currently we've begun with radio sensitization.
Okay.
Nti radio so aye kono okay ne immigration ne some of these stakeholders immigration social welfare any police no ko na almost no ma cheche some of the steps any in the manema eka ho in order to immigration nso no eka ho because of your border issues na ya kan any foreigners na omo ka ho no and nti ye ni omo na AD say jumedi
so on the traditional authorities how are you going about it?
Traditional authorities they in fact ye plan is say ye be sure mo na ye ni omo akasa na previously nanka with our traditional authorities there was something we call moral law in our communities.
Sure.
Ye hunu say bibi say ekoso anka authorities no ye wo ho kwan so yetimi invite obi ebusue bi ba na nanim na akasa che na nampo se we nti a yetimi etwa ne damage kakra. Say no, it is not there. Say no, the power and then the will of traditional authorities to do such things in any hope you
imagine if you must say court
and we are planning say in collaboration with the assembly members because every electoral area you won't quite say not assembly bylaws and until you say you in collaboration with nananom no na ye Sunday Sunday manema we kakra no ahyehyem so that say nana ebia owo mantem ha ebia we hunu say landlord bi e de ne dan bi ama obi for such a jumadi ya you have every right to confront that person, you have every right to talk to the person so we you have every right to they can vanish, but yes, extreme. But you have every right to call the person and then deal with the person. But say assembly bylaws it becomes bound by law. It me jina so the court say maintain hanuma woman sa ejuma we etia yemra.
Okay. All right, madam. I have to foresee.
One is Madam de Kakaka in there this the assembly bylaws regards the chiefs and the assembly members. The 1992 constitution track it down with that chapter 20. Let's give the local governance acts. Then track it down to the assembly bylaws. The assembly bylaws also give every community like what they are saying. What they want the bylaws. Now what the govern want the communities. But most of the communities, another traditional authorities, we bring you one thing I'm going chieftaincy dispute is also part of this menace here you're facing in CCI. Chieftaincy dispute is also part of it. Because say community be bottom a general I buy law. It banks find that in implementation need too many the chiefs but now the chiefs are also fighting. As in most of the assemblies now worry because one baby won't go on door. Because in can say if there isn't any chieftaincy disputes, no what Gina wanna send a community biarano when you know one you work organizing now. The assembly member can also have the zeal to join the unit committee members, the opinion leaders, they draft their community bylaw, then they implement it. But now the chieftaincy disputes are also boss up. It's I prefer maybe community no is doing that child prostitution. Who is the authority to come and say it? They are no one. They don't have the power. Because on our share name manso as some Orica. Or share community now. Or prodo baby didon. Of woman one abrabo. And you want or share. Into that has also led to the assembly members. As on you was that I'm so senior than a macaca. Intino say you're baby them AF what the NCC we are pleading. We are pleading with that chieftaincy dispute need to be side by side. Then you come together as one community, as one electoral area, come out with the constitution or bind again. Then for the meaning in emphasis Because I think there is one law right now is in the parliament. We did education about community bylaw, community bill. It's a bill right now. I won't pass it, so it has become a law. It's the main shame.
Okay.
That's community service bill. So shema intin kahin for no. Say ebia we two come together na wire. You would there obi zena jama obi mo obo dem brace brana. Ampako no entuni mfimpa. Ye bama wa ye dwuma bi ze asum community na obotuma abo another da mabo frapra na ozuma ko chede me just to deter abofra no obotuma asum community no wo koni bido na we deter na efi dam abrabo no.
Okay. All right, Auntie Faustina, that's say na FAE and Fantia say, does the NCC have a data or report on child exploitation trends in the municipality?
Since the whole thing as at the municipality mudi ami make the 2010 mabaha mokwe but based upon data kakra ma make den na de na mo foma no but as na me be ni say now no ehwe mo record na data na me nyara ober this our abor because azano agency.
Okay. So while we are losing the fight.
Fight no.
You lose it.
You lose yo. The fight you lose yo. You lose, but the only thing I able to ye de tum a killing kakra ye fi wo. Ewa data na say imeye wono mamutu njado nka de only the red thing on them, but as na yere kanu we can see it vividly.
Yes, sure.
Yehu mo rekodo of mo won entire share mo ni dwumeza wori ye mo what desire to get it on swing do nya na odinu him na wenya dem agenyi dem ahonya no or vivid. It's physical, everybody can see it. So the Ahanta West, I must say there webu dance on there watch better on be
okay
ibuzi oruntumumbu per what the Ahanta West Municipal Assembly yes so me sisi ano no there wo pe there work no ma ye ne cheche ye gudu na there is a committee
okay
NCC ya ka ho the way for the bottom ya boy in there obahwe them community areas ni nyina no we have all the list of communities
okay
what practice the margin.
Oh, okay.
They will see the committee there. It is our anya na ebi adam skate of imbubu no abeda obaba.
Okay.
So this the data need yenyi, but from the look of things the thing has become alarming.
But and was since you have some of the communities and Zamero code, I think it's in a way or two it's a form of data
Yes.
but on specific, you know, you've not find
the Sayarika the abdominals are, but in terms of the communities now,
sure.
And I must say there we have more than 20 communities
engaged
in this thing,
child prostitution.
And you find fishing coastal communities in it, it's all over. Now you have coastal communities and so you were more than 20 communities.
Okay.
It's right from Funko, it's more than that. Yes.
You know, okay.
It's more than 20. Asamasa. And coastal area na day or
okay.
Coastal areas no ho. No yet ba mon coastal area. Let's say a place like the Apawa, peculiar ho. From the statistics we I gather kakra and nama a companion answer you can get it there. They are doing it. Oh. When you go to Abra, is there.
How?
Abra is doing them.
Mining
communities. Galamsey mining communities in the so Galamsey will put one so high escalate to that. Yes, Yan Aguna Quanta and Abacade. Honor the Kimpis, honor the Kimpi, 1 hour Tanado. But Yakoyan community in Kakanka Aquade is there. Aquade, they are doing it.
Wow.
Bayna they are doing it. Abra is doing it. Now, baby, or your married walk, say, most of the time no and with the which is the center of the object Kofuziba main cinema Apowa and with that's the gateway to a hunter west but the young man one as what show than a children with the nine
urbanization
it's okay it's with regards to the data and it's a community data and gathering that we have it but a dominant woman is it's uncountable.
Okay.
Why get prostitution?
All right, Madam say yankona many a programs in coding common and this and that. Would you say that there is normal breakdown in the Hunter society that has made this issue seem normal? Make on our moral, structure. How do we revive community responsibility and vigilance?
Jacobi, I would say yes. From a neutral perspective, me say your moral
setup has broken down.
It's broken down. It's collapsed.
Wow.
It's collapsed. It's collapsed because and we are not saying anything about it. It has become normal to us.
Wow.
It has become acceptable to all of us. In fact, during the day, it's become so normal to say tomatoes. It's become so normal, and nobody talks about it. I don't hear the churches talking about it. I don't hear the chiefs talking about it. When there are deaths and funerals where you don't hear complaints about it.
Sure.
Into morally, name say you to sing about from kakra. And we will plead NCCD. We will plead with religious leaders. One, in your sermons, because you have the platform.
Sure.
In your sermons, a woman.
One of our chapter, no one else no work of fear. Engage in those acts.
Motor collection,
yeah. Also, the school wants them about what is it to collection board.
But we will plead with our religious leaders. They should talk about it. Then I also plead with traditional leaders. On occasions that we get to meet, say Deba, say a funeral, a simple. Chip in a word, say something about it. As for the schools, NCC goes there. We in fact we taught all the schools in this municipality.
Okay.
Every time they answer so yakono, na ye de too many ye kasa kire one. Assembly now has taken this fight upon itself, and we are 100% behind assembly. Say, wait to me. Etu sa anamo inu etumi tu sa jumedi ase ewa ha. Then it goes to all of us, parents ye ka ho ye be sre awofo tell me madam kai no mofra no oni 18 year oye ohye yensem ohye ye ne abansem but you the parents you have a greater responsibility on abofra no the morality from kasa oni abofra be kasa nchecha be ma abofra from the home no ni na ka ho na e be shape abofra into being obia onko di sa jumedie mu ana into being obia on ma peer pressure emfa ne bebre. So parents have a very big role to play. Then to my dear brothers and sisters, young ones, let's take our time and grow. Let's enjoy your innocence and your youth. Let's enjoy it. Yen to your book and yen pray to get the things that in Benefono are getting it, because it is true greed in wanting some of these things and landing into some of these vices. Then yen so Jesus say we need money in order to survive. Let's get legitimate work.
Okay.
Let's get legitimate work. We know people. I was telling a colleague, said there's a woman I know, our woman. She sells ice water and drinks, and she's making a living on this.
Sure.
So My dear sisters, if we want money, if we want to work, share njuma fufu. Njuma woko.
Sure.
That is if we to amo edema.
Okay. All right. Open me that say. Nanka compare moko oye poverty in a broken homes and earlier until first it tackle or hollow. In the end, share
broken homes now. The poverty making, but broken homes.
Okay.
It's also part of it.
Okay.
It brings prostitution in poor parenting up in the womba. Because I know the parental care control, and the pen I was then discussing with parent being in our things, so one bano, or even that what's out curiosity. Parents will control of more woman. But whenever there is a broken home, Nyame anya wadoma, obebesi abano, you will fall into that victim. Because awareness egun, maamenoti. Let's take Akwade, for instance. We have the new town and the old town.
Yeah.
Every an hour, you know, when you know what's in new town. Mammy, I will now walk on a shop and walk old town, walk up and down or what now. Abofrano, only 18 years. He's not of it on Ankasa. One a washing. But parenting one symbol. Abofran Dorsey, and you be as a murfa, Wakana, mammy, or old town there. Murakada. My papa no new town. Once the father doesn't know that, Araba no ho. And as you should do kodo Akwade way. Because Akwade no town new town na no kodo. Into Abofano can fall into that trap no. Without the knowledge, okoye no ba. Anopa wa aba no mamo. The mother will not know there. That's always bring about them of woman fall into that victim. It's easy. Whenever there is any broken home, it takes the intervention of God. As for poverty, they have already said it on the end. But broken homes, you know, is also one of the factors. Also, them a child prostitution, also because Abofano, why can't mommy? No, Makaka dana mo papa ho. Ebiana wan ko ho. But mommy him there, Afano kwa papa won ko te what na adwunim. He will not on friend pom bisa the Abofano we drew because them make ebiana mommy na papa won aworo. They are not in good talking terms. Into oron friend. They are na Afano no wa afanita na me ye to shada me yin so. Abofano ya kul ebien for that for to come out obey yes. And now the other one so owo wa ye be kind my friend won internship. No one anyankufam. No so otum zeba. Because I when the other time I was sitting at my office there. My friend no wo fi that area where baby I met bypass on. No wa be ya wo drew e ho no wo be share container na. E to commission for wo dey wo do gu in between e ho no. No address fine. Me tell me let me show me bad programs officer say be am say no koya no yim na mo from antara wa assess someone no. Then they have gone into what exposing dresses or sit town. Meanwhile no e bia no nyene mame no nyene te wo bado aka cha ne papa dey aka cha mame do ko ne papa wo be bia wo e do me abra wo do wo assess someone no ho we sikrum
Oko
obio
Branty, what how I do? That's why I'm time I come here where society.
Say them not the moral of the in Ayaja to parental in na even at all the citizens nan kasasuna ye wo ahade ahanta no so. This one is a wake up call for us.
Sure.
To safeguard from this BCB. Because Abofrano o shema me ne yemu no no ye nan kotin ni za. But immediately obey it belongs to me, it belongs to the states. Inti yin na ye bon ban de ye behwede Abofrano botu me sine. Inti no ma foma no me ye dem repay me ye no woko. We need to be in a position to question them. Although they will insult us, but as gradually no warrior yaroka bo there mo watara washano. That's not the proper dress. That's not the proper behavior that they are supposed to be in it. At the end of the day no obofro we fi na we too wait na why am from papa.
Okay. All right. Into government and other NGOs no. Yeah, funny coastal areas. Now about kwani about further. Betting our education cut down so that we can curb some of these issues.
It's true. You know, the government has a role to play. But with regards to this Ahanta West hierarchy, the municipal assembly will take upon himself. It's a government.
Okay, yeah.
It's, you know, way home. But, my all yaze go kwanum. In them education, ya shasen kakan.
Okay.
But with my measures, the assembly. Papa do go kwanum. I want them institution like the social welfare, the NCC, the police, the health, directory, and then the immigration. Why in there? Young Muslim, now young gaja. Some of that information in young one a how party out of curiosity. A bit of woman or poverty. A bit of woman or peer pressure. So that at the end of the day, we will interact with them. Then, ma, oh, what's it? My former water one back, no, but the assembly has taken upon himself after this, we will invite them.
Okay.
When I wasn't one done, what did you do? We will invite them and let them know the consequence of what they are doing.
Sure.
Because every year, age whiskan, we were free there about from. The life na say no. So the assembly wanted to the government in the pede, but from one life no be say no. Which is the assembly no. You able to me agie this wo.
Okay.
Inti obi biara or ye dam jumezin there we able body make us or ye shock time no. The assembly we are coming after them.
Okay.
And one now was the one that was the the landlord to invite them.
Sure.
This is what the measures are. Was it going but the young to me so the worker there. Or a couple or a combo one the education. So we will do the education and I will talk to them. If they don't adhere to it, then I don't know they know. We will one. But with regards to the NGOs, let's say all that we are pleading, the one won't continue now one year. But they need funds. I know some of the NGOs are doing it.
Sure.
NGOs like the WAFA, Women in African Development, they're into that.
Okay.
I think they were here 3 years ago with that teenage pregnancy and when they were targeting the fishing community.
Okay.
So we will go back to them at the NCC. They normally ride on the back of the NCC. Since the thing has now risen, we'll go back to the NGOs. Also, we will call on them that they should be in a collaboration with the assembly to also keep that one with the education over to why and
okay. All right, Auntie Faustina Etenankano. So traditional leaders and assembly members be held accountable when such vices grow under their watch. Is the NCC prepared to speak truth to power in such cases? A coastal morning on West Coast TV. The new NCC in Painful AIDS in Common. We are discussing the alarming rate of child prostitution in Ahanta West. We'll go for a quick commercial break. When we are back, the show still continues.
Foods. Bidi adi enim ado. Ekuafo hine na meka say. Si eba no emu ene akokɔ nam a anunso odade a de magia tum na medi efi evivi foods evivi rice ye dua mu no Ghana he ya ye so ho Ghana he ya e local rice na anunso odadodo sanso na evivi chicken o my Ghana mu ya na ye nkokɔ no ye ko mu he ya na anunso no eye kama this party na wo ye abadin to anase wo pa bi akwakodi wo fie. And now when you share baby, I say Evivi Foods.
For bulk purchases, call 0247 011935 or 0509 923399.
Evivi Foods, Evivi Nto, Evivi Foods, Oya Del Dodo, Evivi Foods, Ina the Daddy. Evivi Foods, Evivi Foods, Evivi Foods. Bidi adi enim ado, ekuafo hine na meka say. Si eba no emu ene akokɔ nam a anunso odade a de magia tum.
All right, so we are back on Coastal Morning on West Coast TV. We are looking at the alarming rate of child prostitution in Ahanta West. It is in Komokakra Before I have a commercial break, we ask this question: should traditional leaders and assembly members be held accountable when such vices go under their watch? Is the NCC prepared to speak truth to power in such cases? I'm on program so now.
As for, I'll answer the second part of the question. The first part of media man boss. Now the second part of the question, asking whether the NCC is prepared to speak truth to power to this issue in whatever case. No, the answer is a firm yes. In fact, one thing NCC we are noted for, is our unwavering stand to the truth.
Okay.
In fact, whether it's political or religious, wherever, as for NCC, we stand firm.
Okay.
Because we don't owe allegiance to anybody.
Sure.
Didn't say Timemu Funo. They are our priority.
Okay.
Omuna ye pese omuhu niye was omuhu. In fact, that is why we're set up. So bibi bia enye bia ye dia to enim say ye ana ye dia to enim so say ye ka ho asem no. Ye kan no kra ewo mu. E dia kire both parties. In this case, e dia kire mofra no mo ka ho no, e dia kire awofo mo ka ho, e dia kire ahemfo mo ka ho, e dia kire assembly also over an oversight responsibility.
Sure.
For us, we are always ready to speak truth to power. And that is why we go to any length to talk to the children. We go to schools, we talk to them, say, sorry, you benya akwenya ye kasachiro. In fact, who be sa ahanta weza number? You make a say, oh yeah, 1 week now invited this year. Remember Kasawa. So that is it. As for us, the issue, Bibi also said it to me.
More the better.
Yeah, the better.
Okay. All right. Me that say, my man call Auntie Fosti. Auntie Fosti, quickly, we just escrow the number. What you doing?
Oh, no, why, oh, come here. It's true. The other thing in there, say you reckon the man zero kodo. Them prostitution of the child prostitution your kodo wa hunter. Yenyu Nama you do kodo no on boy say you hold a him for na say me no responsible. This is there baby market in you hold on responsible because yareka majority of yen ahemfo when you me za wo do wozi ayo bakado waji too many be you waji for when sim
okay
too be you waji for when sim with regards to ruling their community.
Oh, okay.
When jim for when sim with regards to there what share the one community no obotumpon when jim for when sim when it memufo one bottom one when jim for when sim.
Oh, okay.
But the only thing that all how yana info maybe can you not send me youth committee members in your mansion.
Oh, okay.
Only thing say in the year kada damati asola so under their watch me you who there yen man besia ban woro bode me brace brand prostitution wo don wa him mo wore yem onyi da wo ya ayin fu baby no she boto yede somo no ya da abon.
Oh, okay.
E Sunday kro no ya won is
Exactly.
even at all no in your assembly no see him no nya aban no see him.
Okay.
Community na no mun ebusuamfo na ebusuamfo hyen no bo see him.
Sure.
Na nyimpa na wo mun asoso mpo na wo de obi so da ba hwen no do.
Sure.
Inti sebi ukwachewa awu wo de we today ban no na ehwe na etem.
So in this case, you find the areas like Princess Town, Agona
Nkwanta,
Apawine, Efano, Disco Vono, and Adam Panam Panam for one year for them to boy and fan one.
No, they are supposed to talk to the truth.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Abofrano say why dizene papa no de ba. Abaka we he na baka oh fi ma
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, mommy, assemblyman, mammy, one day. I will free a mammy. Well, look, school name. Inti sa papa bana ebeja. Bana so ba. Oda yaso so.
Okay.
Inti ahemfan. Oda wasesa. Ni wo tu wo sol iyambra. Wo tu or street mafuma from them. A line na one name. Ama sa wa yambra na. Then the assembly members no will also be in a position to ensure that we need to committee members we ensure there what to why then where did you now I bomb croma for so why because said embra wa or hin actually why your community bylaws are the people who ensure that what to implement is the unit committee members.
Okay.
Through the assembly members, I always say the assembly members they are the MPs.
Sure.
Then the unit committee members they are what? I want ministers now then here is the president who community no and sana wo be so no for na anyone no it's your cabinet ministers.
Okay.
Inti abazina worry ye fa wo kro no wen wo there dam child prostitution no orokodo no senior reform dan so no ba wo dey adebo. NCC, we are speaking to the truth. The chiefs in the Hunter West, baby, the people the man's going to be a child position or one. If you're a chief there, you have fulfilled your duty.
Okay, that they should rise up.
They should. It's a call up.
I think
it's a call up.
I think say na me didn't so say bebre na no edomo akoma so.
Okay.
But through this no yeah, sure me crying say they should rise up.
Okay.
And they should be bold. All
right. If you are a chief in any part of Ahanta West, NCC for say and can't on there, you are the cause of this problem. So you should bow down your head in shame. Na sorrow waka, na boa, na to them child prostitution, ya say. Na when manso, na onfa mpuntu na bibi around from Brand Tamano. Assembly member, or also was the one ando. NCC for some cancer of bomb was in sorrow waka, no tanamon, and then another fadring. Not can crawl about father. So let's look at some of the recommendations and call to actions. You know, so if a concerned parent or youth, you know, want to report suspicious activities of this child prostitutions in Ahanta West, what are the clear steps should they take, and what protective system exists for victims? Programs.
Papa. Assembly had here. And now with regard to this issue, you know, the reporting department, the social welfare department.
Okay.
So, baby say, we won't say, yeah, we need to be, madam for be, baby say, na,
sure.
Koswa, come to the social welfare department, assembly,
okay,
and West Municipal Assembly. Say, ABA. Want to me and I won't name baby one part. The assembly now should NCC officer. Oba ye be show baby office no na odi alcohol. Then ebia na omunso omuchi akwan ewa edemawa. Such cases you don't report to the police, but
mama a bit my report I'm a police it's in two phases.
Okay.
And when what we are dealing here, we have the foreigners,
sure,
and the
indigenous
now also all fall into it.
Sure.
So if they're in your area, then the foreigners in our area, foreigners in Pomo will come over to the immigration service. Report to the immigration service because Warabano, one can't change himself for one document more better on document one farm one can't when they obey prostitution. So report to the immigration service. One office or post office here. Post office, immigration service, one office one. A report to one area because all the in area or beyond foreigners or beyond immigration from when you want.
Okay.
When a document.
Okay.
It is a catch one now. The miss or hadena. They will be inviting. That's the right step. But I will probably reporting or potato.
Okay.
There is a way where we reason because it is their duty.
Okay.
Oba shade oba cover our me to abwa ima dam adina rokodon if you ho.
Okay.
So oye here nankasa Ghana for no so before we are able to ameni pakono all but them post in the money since the thing is not legal no. You can report to the police under the social welfare. Okay. The police are supposed to take up the mantle.
Okay.
Because they are the law enforcement agency.
Sure.
Because foreigners na rampono. So we catch one definitely they will bring them to the police for them to process whatever they wanted to process. Sure. If the person is supposed to be sent to the court, it is the police who will process the document and send the person to court. Okay. The ABI is up for by Badamo Brano. And sana we deport my then. I cause one immigration we deport Mwako. And Tina say a better reporter, sir. Abufana no abatum echmano. Listen, there is a way out there. If it is a foreigner, the immigration person will service will budget the mini pacono. What's in the baba social welfare? Wabashano, wa crano. Baby, I don't want any baby atna. Why no document? No baby cross in the field at the beno. What's an ako? So I za ni pakono ye Ghana ni sha. One report mo police are the police to arrest both the abofraba na ni pakona wa born agent there wa afka fana badon on padon ye no. Ono wa ye gangalia na obo pe de wan ye. Aha.
Original na last killer.
Wa no ba arrest wo nyinara. Na wa hwe na abofra no. Ebia ye na ne ba. Obaji na fini se. As an social welfare. That's why we have the SOS. Okay. We come out front. The future, we to me in the future, papa. There was a copy. Say, obey, but them brace, brayer. It knows about my forever.
Okay.
Inti now I can only 18 years the life in the year say no.
Sure.
Inti the steps no report either it's in with your gun in me no robber can report to the police or the social welfare.
Okay.
I want the papa no bobo ben. They can't get the most see. No, but the one thing is I'm saying in there. So whenever you report that issue no, either be it the foreign and the reporting in other, yes, to one crowd. No, go to community no more. Oh man, I make there. Man, I make care watching another be there. Be in the safer side, no. I can report to you will take action. You want nothing brand on fana kwan. The engine and no for man award them a brand moon, yench one in few.
Okay. So me did there a crow to the adjoa de the mazi e being you. Funko e being you.
Sure.
I'm hoping there adjoa e being you.
The coastal area, yes. I must say, even at all, no. Get to your point, no. The coastal area, in Nara, no. My area can you there? Never Pacono, also the cage in a car, putting a cheddar or brace, bro. It is our coastal area, near a the one in a coastal area in your warrior. When you are worrying, in the day, you know more from mana, or what do you walk to school?
Sure.
Mammy, no. Ono weke jinam pano. Abofano so ojinam pano.
Kajinam.
Or kajinam. The fisherman no waba. And none no what they exchange for sex.
Not just sex. Okay.
Yes. Oh, then you be woman pa. Then the day I make an for us. When you go to the fishing communities now, that basic brano and you then umpo way na abuntem.
Abonintim.
Ha.
Mebu.
Abonintim. Oh, it's true.
Oh yeah.
It's abonintim.
You.
I say,
men doubt so cry.
Yes, don't doubt me. When you the man's way because ebia na lokopo be. Wa mo nam. Bana enam no awu pona abansa na ina do. Sukwe abonintim ho na no. Otumboye.
Mebu ha. Why be free bejinam?
Was a no. It's a no na what you knew in the Sambano. Was no commenting say, when you know your number could tap our water when you the miskana. School or uncle. He will do the same thing. Continue. But they've forgotten that at the end of the day, no. At the end of the day, no. What life no will not be proper. On your papa. Because this prostitution anyone nunsun swando no yakese nunsun swando no yakese wan kasa no eri to me ya from babrowa you will be neglected alongside in the community
remember now come next question but Asha oh this was yankodo
and to me advice message yes
who may be vulnerable or already involved in this, you know,
prostitution, child prostitution. Sure. Nyame mafaman say retain another rehwem another eyena another yeja ey uncle ey sister na rehwe then gender dwumezi ya net them costa for you another tahanta ha them kind of them child prostitution and the prostitute nanka sampono onya legal.
Sure.
Secondly, in terms of a health aspect, either the Benya STD, in them Yoruba, and now HIV, a Benya B. Only if you hormone no man, one person you'll be neglected in the community as time goes on. People will be pointing fingers. Oh, I don't the day no. Bim pana. Kobe, it may feed them situation no more. Many aye wadom. In my any paper page now. People will play your record to you.
Oh yes.
Oba see the natural. Into every other interview in a your position Casibia. Yeah, no a prostitute.
Oh, imported.
Eba one day, I want to pay because people will play your card. Oh, see the no. Oh yeah. Maclem. Eh, so Maclem. What's Maclem?
Maclem.
Maclem. What's a young pony say to Conpone baby? Then you'll be more ba. waba warewa obi beka kire nipa ko ne de eya community amunuma ya menfo a nyina wa clear no ebe wonde awaro no wa mbado
sure
nti yaresre akoma ntempe ya atwo fim se enkomu sha ne nsonsado ne yaka kire no ma clear awaro nye bi ehwa ebenya HIV ebeye at finger pointed person na tem ya 1.1 finger ondo ebe wonde obi mpope community ni mo kwa fofor no kede onye wona mara wona wa rispa ni na ekọ ni ncheni ya
ase we mpo
ase po de yera na no oye kra ya semu
ebi na be pre akọ na we mpo de kra
nti adam de day no ebe wonde echi esensen you become frustrated
na madam
ababa ya basa
the few people na ombet me afasa head onimu ebia ono de niti be yi obenya aware enu bi no because now abrawo boss abre you don't detach yourself like sure. You don't attach yourself to microphone on your mobile brand, right? Because they come and go sure. Inti afi utie ye na obi abe ware o na wakwa ware ase no now there is emotional detachment. Sure. You can't even love your husband sure. As say the my one and only. You can't do it. Still now you may be tempted to take the person as
one of the
clients maybe.
Okay. With disrespect. In fact, Emma waware no enye yi.
Impem agrodin po ansha onso.
Oh, David.
Ultimate satisfied.
David.
Wow.
Tino yenhwe na yenjai ntem.
All right. My uncle Facebook na uncle share other comments awaba na yenkenkan de. Na mom no mesre say e share on Facebook na enyim abontem no bro for dinner. Obetim na e to comment section no abontem. E wo le babako abon. All right, that's just by the way. Honorable Prince Kobna Abakro is watching us live. Honorable, I don't pay me chill, maybe I will be there was so Erisha na eze way zaba. This one is coming from Lord Owusu Mensah, Assembly Member for Princess electoral area. Also big ups Kobe Mighty. Ocean live from Oye NSS or National Service Scheme one. Now Joseph Nacha Kwame, also a good topic. Some of the parents are unable to talk about the ways that is prostitution of their children because they also enjoy the proceeds of the money of these activities. So poverty is the root cause in the end. Poverty must be tackled. Joseph, that's a power baby now Samuel Kojo Bray say this is a very unique topic and I'm enjoying it. Kojo that's baby Erisha no pa ebo homo because every day bia your channel no yenya so ya pe gban na Kojo Jinado Ocean live Kojo Yamin show na onyo kese wo kwana erfado na ereboa ama your channel will grow bigger. Yaboko ye name na finally yezi nkomo na yezi ye dwumedi na yezi abana wie ende and first finally no yen hwe na yen bisa de ya koni nyina ye wie no yen boni nyina tofa ebe na aze na osede ye bomodzen na ye je ama yen kodrum pempen bibia ya kede aze no wajinsem ka
me da se bebre in the first place of man wo fi busuem of mami bi ho na wo be nti zayereka parents obo mozinara yeden sorry engina nye wona aseze that way awofo only fi ho no ma now it is the wake up call for the institutions why are stake to it and why part of the fight here what they are fighting. The police should be well awake. My mom banned there because na metete there police for what's our cover nice what to one hour boy chase can we down. I'm for him I'm when I'm speaking the truth I speak the truth. Sure. What catch one no way down. okay ya na we jam that one no that action no should be a thing of the past.
Yes.
Now it is the wake up call for the police, the immigration, the assembly to ensure that the membrane say concerning any more from no ye be hwe ne ye da bom from no won ban ne agye na efidam child prostitution no okay to class. So this advice also goes to the chiefs in the Ahanta West. Yes, someone they have a role to play.
Okay.
They shouldn't say that waje one tumbia you waje for ni same. But the local governance no umbrano one chief BBM fi won sema pekade me muntum mbom me community under me electoral area.
Sure.
It is the duty of the the chief in the community to ensure that no farmer waye my former papa. Sure. So it is a wake up call to the chief in Ahanta West. The laws now work it on the two no kita hono no one more year juma.
Okay.
One more mazan sorry. No matter no on year juma. Secondly, money dispute no so one my young fan 20.
One day I said hammer
the dispute because in terms of man so I say nyama bebre.
What is happening at Boko?
Man so I say nyama bebre. Eba shoma ya de kete bi. E kwa chema in your intro ni we say na Ahanta West. Ni cho so and that even at one of the community.
Sure.
All about kata. No the second chicho na dey na no bem. But through conversation kakan.
I think we started violent extremism.
Sure. That's brought about no. Second chicho na bem wo. Oya ze kete bi. Inti ahemfo. Me say dem say ye mukotodwogu fo. Ahanta. Ni baby akọ.
Sure.
Me nya me chai. Mo azinyem. Ma hen ni da yambat na Ahanta. Sase kakre ya do. The stretch from Apawai ya de kasinyen 32. Then you coastal areas ni na no. I want to watch here was a man na. Ye papa. Ye okugudufo. Otumfo bedubo nso. Ozinya ni bodwiri ni. Ye ni descendants. Inti ekwana so da wode ye bomaz na ye hwede. Iyo yini biara. Dem betufo authority a
transatlantic slave trade.
Nyama ye na. Ibe be ho mo no ma, nyama be ho mo no ma. Wode yina so ye de ye tumi ye authority. Be de betumi ye authority a. Ne jini ye hien ma so twem. Ye da atwenchen. Because ye kora ye gina. But ye papa ma ye be den. Ye bo hwe ase. Me ye no mo for me. Na me be sibre. Ba jinsem. Ahanta. To me nkambo.
Okay. All right, Auntie for stem that my program so na. Anka ka say we nko say ye de ni na na mom ba NG or 1 or 2 being few on brother.
Ma me de kan o Jacob ye say ye immigration ye tighten ye borders no, ye laws at our borders no. Ye tighten them. Na in saying that na me pa check na say on say uko America udu hono ma ejuma a wa hihye say wa tro say wo ba be ye no eya na after maybe a week or 2 a month no eya na ye tracy wo ehwe say ampa ejuma ya wo say wo ba be ye eno na wo yo e bia wo so besua ade ampa say ni pay adisua na wo sua wa hano ma and it no Ghana so no we can probably copy omo ne ye libi na obi be or the encourage nichi or say omo ye ne mma na oba be ye ejuma wa ha okay wo be ye ejuma be me I'm very sure say ye bi so omo ejuma be na oba be ye e bia no wa kire o wo ko ye ejuma no wa he no wa kire say o me ko ha me ko ejuma say e wo bia say maybe it's time say yenso no ye di tracing e be ka ye monitoring no currently I believe say immigration services in your offices almost all the districts you know say jumedie no ye betumi aye asumi si afa border nim o si oba agona nkwanta okay agona nkwanta office am check on asumi si o si o yes ejuma o the mofra 6 na e buy so that ye ne sa yes no some of these vices ni ye betumi ehun anontem na ya prevented.
Okay. All right. The Coastal Morning on West Coast TV. Now pay aids in Komoye papa. na mbrebe me ho kwan ma yeze program ni nyina no yeze aba ne ewie yi na no pay it's not from seeing konga edwenje no man konkron Ghana ho ye bomodze ne etu ye ho fo ha na pay ewie ne yede de ubonkrate na board yeze bro na ye room ne bodu oye the alarming rate of child prostitution in Ahanta West ejin komo bebre wa ha me da say na e kam ho ama yede show no yede bre oye oman from obeye krabohwe na wa so itime like a comment na e share ma afoforo so we bi na wa hwe midin the Kobe Mighty anape ewiabre me da say have a wonderful afternoon nyame adoma ochina endin komo e wa ha me da wona se ma kan wa